Tacoma TRD Off-Road is known to be one of the best mid-size trucks on the market when the pavement ends, but it's all about slow speed crawling and control. Now for 2017, Toyota has rolled out a new Tacoma TRD Pro that is all about going fast and getting sideways.
So first of all, let's talk about what makes this Tacoma a TRD Pro. Now, it's not the powertrain. This truck uses the same 3.5 liter V6 and 6-speed automatic as the standard truck, although you can still get a 6-speed manual, which is awesome, and thank you Toyota for still offering it. Where the real change happens is with the suspension. Now you have revised spring rates all around, you have new coilovers in the front, and a fresh set of 2.5-inch Fox shocks. Now that may come as a surprise because the other TRD Pro models, the Tundra and the 4Runner and the previous Tacoma, all use Bilstein shocks, and this is actually the first time that Toyota has worked with Fox. In total, Toyota says that there's 1 extra inch of suspension travel on this truck compared to the standard Tacoma, while a 1-inch lift boosts your approach angle up to 36 degrees. The TRD Pro also comes with a beefy skid plate up front, a new TRD catback exhaust, bigger stabilizer bars to improve on-road handling, and off-road LED lights from Rigid Industries. Pricing for the 2017 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro is mono spec, which means there are no options. With the 6-speed manual transmission, the truck costs $40,760, while with the automatic, you're looking at spending $42,760. It was also important to Toyota with the TRD Pro to keep the Tacoma's capability, so payload rating is the exact same, although the tow rating is down a few hundred pounds. Automakers love to talk about balance. The balance between handling and comfort, or weight and capability. And of course, Toyota says that this TRD Pro is one of its best balanced models, and I can't say differently. Out here on public roads, you're actually kind of hard pressed to feel a big difference compared to the standard truck. Now, usually in an off-road focused truck like this, one that focuses on going fast off-road, you get a really floaty suspension feel. So through the corners, you usually have tons of body roll and understeer and all those bad things you don't want. In this Tacoma TRD Pro, those traits are actually kind of non-existent. It is a little bit rollier than the standard model, of course, but it's not to the point of ever feeling uncomfortable like some other off-road trucks can be. In terms of power, this 3.5 liter V6 feels great, and I think the real hero here is this automatic transmission, which likes to keep you in the power band. Now, once again, I have to commend Toyota for their new 6-speed manual. Not only is it just awesome that there is a manual in this little pickup truck, but it's also a nice feeling manual. It has good short throws to it. The actual gears are nice and notchy. You know which gear you're going into. If you are getting a TRD Pro and you like manuals, you can't beat this one. In terms of the way everything feels in here, the steering on center is maybe a little bit light, but it's got some pretty good beef once you turn into it, and the brake feel especially I like. It has good bite right in the top of the pedal. So really my only complaint, and there has to be one, is the same thing with the regular Tacoma. I just don't love the seating position in this truck. You just feel too low to the ground in it. My leg sits kind of flat, and I can just never quite get comfortable. Now, Toyota's off-road systems, crawl control and the multi-terrain select, have also transferred over here into the TRD Pro, and they both work great, especially the crawl control feature. Now, if you haven't heard of it before, crawl control allows you to put the truck into crawl control 1 through 5, and it will keep you at a set speed. You don't have to touch the gas or the brake. The truck does all of that for you. It allows you to just focus on your steering angle and make sure your wheels are exactly where you want them. It can be a bit weird to give up control at first, but you have to remember the Tacoma can send power and brake each individual wheel, so it can do things that you as a driver simply can't. Once you get over the fact that you're giving up control, it totally becomes second nature. We had the chance to run it on an outdoor track here, and it just absolutely eats up everything that we could throw at it. Constantly, I'm wincing and holding on to get that big bang, and it just doesn't come. At high speeds through corners or articulation over rocks, the suspension just glides over. It's actually been very impressive. And I think one of the most important things to note is that the 2016 Tacoma TRD Pro never really felt that great. It only sort of felt half-baked, like Toyota didn't put their heart into it, which makes sense because that model at the time was about to become discontinued. So they waited until this 2017, and you can tell now that this TRD Pro is fully baked, and honestly, it is a great off-road truck.
Sure, the Tacoma TRD Pro looks cool, but this truck is no poser. If you want to head off-road and get some speed while doing it, this is some of the most fun you can have with 4 wheels and a bed.